Hello, everyone, and welcome into post-show headlines with the return of John Kincade, who missed the last two post-show headlines.
Yeah,
That's
I'll be
why
in
they
for
were better.
3 of these this week.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're off
Just
Friday.
Then Friday.
So yeah, John takes off.
I'll be with Drew Carey
John
Friday.
takes off again. Yeah.
And me and Drew on Friday.
Interesting.
It'll be fun.
Not Andrew Salciunas,
No,
but
Drew Carey.
Yeah,
Come on down.
I see where your allegiances lie.
Yeah.
All right. 5 questions, 2 minutes apiece. We get the hell out of here. You have something on Kyle Schwarber and the MVP case. Is that correct?
I do. I'm asking you to put it in perspective.
Okay.
And you're working on an incomplete piece of work, so I understand it. You made a great case this morning that Kyle Schwarber for MVP needs to be taken seriously.
Absolutely.
It needs to be part of the discussion. I think you made a really good case for it.
Not just numbers, but the numbers in comparison to his teammates, whereas Ohtani's teammates have helped him, whereas Schwarber has carried the Phillies.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to ask you to do a comparison for me.
All right.
In an MVP season that you've seen from a Philadelphia athlete, is this the most you've ever seen? Because I always think Iverson did the heaviest lifting I've ever seen of a professional athlete. But you made a case this morning that arguably it might be Schwarber.
Yeah, because if Kyle Schwarber's not, if Iverson wasn't on that basketball team, they might not be a playoff team.
I don't think they would have been.
But if Kyle Schwarber's not on this baseball team that we have gone on crazy roller coasters with, they're not even in the wild card right now.
No, they're bad.
Like, they might be below 500 because think of Harper's injury. Iverson had to do it by himself. Schwarber's supposed to be a part of a core. Harper's been hurt. Castellanos has played below as advertised. Like, he's been average, right? Like,
sure.
But he hasn't carried the team much
Correct.
this year. JT, we're starting to see the resurgence. If it wasn't for Schwarber, all this starting pitching would have gone to waste because they'd be losing 2-0 ball games or 2-1 ball games. So Schwarber, the dominance and the carrying of the team has been one of the most impressive seasons that I've seen. And I think it's kind of almost going under the radar because of how big Ohtani is in Major League Baseball, that's what people focus on.
It is. So is there any other than Iverson? Because Iverson, to me, is the greatest respect I have for a Philly MVP season.
Yeah.
I mean, the Harper MVP.
So the Harper
great,
MVP.
I don't consider that he carried them like he was.
All right.
He was
I remember
MVP.
reading an article, and I don't have it in front of me, but it was like his OPS compared to the rest of the teams combined was still higher.
Oh.
And he legitimately carried the team. They unfortunately didn't make the playoffs that year in 2021. Howard in 06, or no, when did he win the MVP?
Is it
08?
08.
06, he was Rookie of the Year.
08.
Howard in 08 was the most dominant player of the season. Like, there was no debate.
But did he carry that?
No, because that team won the World Series.
But it was so loaded.
Yeah.
But he did carry that offense did carry that pitch.
Right. Like Schwarber stands alone with Iverson. It's the two of
them. It's a battle between the two.
Because if you removed Iverson from that basketball team, they weren't making the playoffs. If you remove Kyle Schwarber from this baseball team, they're not making the playoffs. All right, question 2. You have something on Howie.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this, is that Howie gets absolute love in this town, as he should.
As he should.
And he's had an incredible run. Now, he goes out and he makes another trade last night. And a lot of people wake up to it this morning. They hear about a trade. But do we overlook the fact that Howie, the trader, has probably lost 2/3 of his trades?
Which trades?
His trades that he has made in his career.
I'll tell you right now, he won A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he's won that one. But the thing is, if you look at the majority of his transactions, the majority, I'm going to tell you it's more than 50-50 he's lost. They have not paid off. Let's put it that way. They have not paid off the players that he's brought in.
Sure, like
now,
the mid-season additions.
Right. They have not been good.
Who's
a lot of them.
Who I hate because he made business decisions.
I can't remember. Byard.
Yeah,
Kevin Byard.
Like,
yes. But like his late season additions and things like that. So, yes, we think of A.J. Brown. We think of that trade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we think of Jason Peters.
Yes,
even though that might not even have been him. That might have been a Joe Banner. That might have been a Joe Banner.
May have been.
But I mean, but Howie, a lot of his transactions, I looked at the transaction list this morning and was like, oof.
All right, so, but what we have to do is, like, Kiko Alonso was Chip. So it would have to literally be post Chip Kelly
Yes.
on. And the midseason ones, those are always tough, right? Because they have to figure out a new defense or offense. They have to figure out a new scheme. And sometimes it comes down to the coaching. Like, when I base trades, I also base off of my reaction to it. So, like, I loved the Golden Tate trade. It didn't work out, so I'm not going to rip Howie for something that I loved at the time.
Okay, it's an interesting way to
Doug
look
Peterson and company somehow could not get a guy who had a very good career before coming to Philadelphia, could not get him involved in an offense.
You're right. The day that they made the Golden Tate deal, I
thought this was a great addition.
I thought that's going to really
Same with Jahan Dotson. Like, and again, we'll see this year now with a full training camp. It's kind of hard to just be like, all right, you're now on a football team where you have to learn a playbook. You have to learn where other guys are going to be. If I like the trade at the time, I can't rip Howie for it because then I'm ripping myself.
That's a really mature way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's why all of you are frauds about your hate for the Al Horford trade because everyone celebrated it.
You can go to my social media.
All right, you didn't.
Because I saw Al Horford's career in Atlanta.
That's true.
And I knew it. And I said, Sixer fans don't celebrate.
But 98% of Sixers fans celebrated it, and then all of a sudden it was, oh my God, Elton Brand, what a disaster. Yeah, but at the same time, everybody celebrated that trade.
He was a name brand, and then he actually became a better player after he left here. Yeah, I blame it on coaching.
Yes, that was, Brett Brown.
Yep.
Instead of going bully ball with Simmons, Embiid, and Horford, and Tobias, they went with the European three-ball style. Ben Simmons doesn't shoot the three. Josh Richardson was their two-guard that year. He didn't shoot the three well. Okay. Al Horford was not a stretch four by any means.
I got a headache.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the Sixers
have
pained me.
That's mismanagement.
All right, question 3.
Yes, sir.
Schwarber MVP case we've been talking about. And how the odds in Vegas have changed. How much do you actually value the Vegas odds?
Oh, I do.
Like, value. Like, I use them as a tool, kind of like analytics. I use analytics as a tool, but I won't base my entire opinion on analytics.
Well, I don't base my entire opinion on it, but what I do realize is that I realize that when there's drastic movement, it's not public money. When there's big swings, it's the smart money. It's the sharps that are betting it. When Kyle Schwarber goes from what?
It was plus 1,100
plus 11, plus 550?
550.
Okay. When you go from plus 1,100 to plus 550, that's the sharps.
Yeah.
That is the sharp money coming in. That's the big money people making a bet on it. So probably Ohtani might have been able to get a call into the jail and get something done on that one. Just joking. But
or are you?
I think big money people make bets. Now, every single season, like it goes, people will go, why are the Packers and the Steelers and all these teams, why are their Super Bowl odds so high? Don't worry about it because Vegas sets odds to lure in people, Packer fans, Steeler fans, are like league-wide.
Bengals are, I think, 6th in Super Bowl odds. And I laugh at that. Or no, maybe not now. They were like
they dropped. No,
they were like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're not.
Because 2 weeks ago I was doing a shift on ESPN.
No, well, the Lions were
through the
Lions
order.
were 5th yesterday, and I know that the 49ers, Rams, and 49ers, Rams, and
Packers.
No, 49ers, Rams, Packers were tied for 6th. 3 of them. So they're definitely not in the top 8.
Yeah.
So they've dropped off. So what this tells you is the summer money, people visiting Vegas on vacation, starts to flow in.
Mm-hmm.
But the sharps are coming in. And what they've told you is the Eagles are more of a favorite in the NFC as a distance than they were. But a lot of money coming in on Buffalo. A lot of money coming in on
Which
Buffalo.
is fine.
And the Ravens. Who cares?
Yeah,
but I do I love to try to watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Random question here.
Yes.
To the point where John threw the sheet out, and I had the question on here. I didn't want to miss anything.
Good.
I dug into the trash for the sake of post-show headlines.
Well, there's no poo in there.
I don't know.
It's just paper.
All right. There's a movie that I know you will not watch because it is a sci-fi movie.
Okay.
But it is War of the Worlds, which, of course, is a famous novel.
Well, it's a famous radio broadcast.
Yes, absolutely.
Orson Welles.
Even before that, yep.
Okay.
Ice Cube is the star in the movie.
Oh, my God. Ice Cube.
So far, 12 Rotten Tomato members have watched and reviewed.
Okay.
All 12 of them gave it a 0.
I can only imagine.
All right.
Ice Cube? Seriously?
The tagline is "It's worse than you think." Like that's the tagline that's on the movie poster. One of the reviewers wrote, "The film's tagline, 'It's worse than you think,' sums up the entire movie."
Okay.
Does part of you want to watch it now to see if it's really that
Yes.
freaking? Yeah, exactly.
Yes, because
if it's that bad, I kind of want to watch it.
Yes, because it was one of my favorite shows that I watched when I was your age, younger than you, and a little older than where you are right now. I loved a show called Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Okay.
You'd have to ask your dad about it,
Yeah.
your mom about it. It was a show on Comedy Central.
Okay.
90s, early 2000s, where this was Joel worked for Gizmonic Institutes. There's a long theme song.
Okay.
And he got shot into space.
Okay.
And he used all the spare parts to build robots. And they would sit, and the guys who shot him into space would send him cheesy movies.
Okay.
The worst they could find. And he would have to sit and watch them all. And they'd monitor his mind. That was the song.
Okay.
So the robots would sit and watch. So the movies would start. And Joel would sit there with these robots, and they would critique the bad movies. It's hilarious.
Okay.
If you like watching bad movies,
right,
and then it's as if you're sitting in the row behind them.
Okay.
And they're cutting up the whole
that's
movie.
The comedy
that's the
is
premise.
Them ripping
Oh,
the
yeah,
movie.
they're ripping it like,
okay.
And it's hilarious. Now, if you're not into like stupid humor,
yeah,
then you don't like
I like stupid humor.
Okay, well, you would enjoy giving it a shot. Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Okay.
The theme song's like 2 minutes, but it explains it explains the premise. You would enjoy it though.
All right.
But I would absolutely watch
a zero. Like I need to know.
Ice Cube, zero Rotten Tomatoes.
And by the way, these are movie reviewers where they watch movies all the time.
Try.
Like I need to know what a zero movie is.
Wait a minute, is Ice Cube is he from SVU? Or is that Ice-T from SVU?
No, you're thinking of Ice-T.
Ice-T's on SVU.
Oh man,
that's all right. I don't know. Hey,
Ice Cube's NWA.
Oh no! Oh, okay, there you go. I was thinking. Well, I was worried that I was ripping my friend Kelly Giddish's co-host, so I'm glad I didn't do that. All right, last question.
Yeah, what do you got?
Can you really,
Mr. Cube?
Can you really tell the difference between good wine, expensive steak, a more expensive gin? Because we were having some at a wineries this weekend, and they're like, okay, well, this is a fancy Cabernet. This is a fancy red blend. And I'm going to tell you that my wife and I both were like, we can't tell. We're just not, we don't have the mature enough palate to go, yeah, this is a $50 bottle of wine compared to we'll go across the border into Delaware, go to Total Wine.
Right.
And we'll buy 15. We usually we do $15, $20 bottles of wine usually.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range. $15. We do $12. We'll do $18.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, we like some of our wine we have at home better than some of the stuff we tasted this weekend, which is more expensive.
So when it comes to wine, I don't like wine. I am not a wine drinker. But I will tell you, in 2016, when I went to Paris, and my future in-laws were there as well, they were, whenever we sat down at dinner, they did the which bottle of wine.
Oh, sure.
And my father-in-law, who's done well for himself, would buy a nice bottle of wine for dinner.
Okay.
I liked it.
So when you tasted it, you liked it.
Like I would have a second glass. See,
if you tell me champagne, I can tell good champagne from the $15 bottle.
I will drink the $15 bottle of champagne.
See, I hate it. I hate it because I've had the good stuff.
Okay.
And the thing is, for me, the good stuff may be like a $40 bottle or $60 bottle, but I really hate the $15 bottle now.
I'm fine with the
because
$15.
I can taste it from a mile away.
What is it called? It starts with a C, doesn't it?
I can't remember.
I forget
like
what it's
Brut.
called.
Well, it's Brut.
Well, there's the Brut, there's the Prosecco.
But it's like whatever it is. But like I don't like it. Like I don't like it because I've had the $40 bottle and I'm like, I'll pay extra because I love champagne. Like I like a good champagne.
I'll give you a good story. So I feel like I'm that way with whiskey. Angel's Envy is my favorite bottle of whiskey. It's like a $60 bottle, right?
So I put 4 shots in front of you.
I thought I could.
Okay.
Until recently. This past holiday season, I was at my parents' house down the shore, and so was my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law.
Right.
And my brother-in-law is a foodie and a likes certain beers and all this kind of stuff.
So he's a mature palate.
Mature palate. So my dad gives us all a glass of bourbon. And he's like, hey, try it. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. Like me, I don't care. You know, I thought it was pretty good. My brother-in-law's like, oh. And he's sniffing it. He's doing like the tasting it.
Because he's thinking your dad's giving him.
And my dad's like, what do you think it is? He goes, I think it's Woodford Reserve, which is a really nice.
Oh, yeah, I know
nice
Woodford
bottle.
Reserve, sure.
And my dad just goes, nope, Trader Joe's Wild Turkey. They had like a weird $12, like tasted like you could breathe fire afterward. But my brother-in-law thought it was like some fancy stuff, but it was a $12 bottle from Trader Joe's, man.
Wow, see?
And so that changed my opinion. Like, all right, the brand doesn't matter.
You can get fooled.
Yeah, you can absolutely get fooled. But there's some things that you can tell the difference of.
Meat.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think, though, it's the way steak is prepared.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could give me the same cut of meat that we get at a Fleming's.
Right.
Or we get at Pietro's in Westchester.
Right.
You give me that steak and I had to cook it at home, it wouldn't be like I get it when I go to my favorite.
Right. Well, they're probably slapping butter on it.
And they know how to season it.
Yeah, all that.
Delicious.
All right, post-show headlines continues tomorrow. Tomorrow's an Adam Schefter Wednesday on the air. And then we're doing the listener sending questions Thursday.
Before I hit the big silver bird.
Did they give you more questions? Because I demanded.
Oh, no, I've got tons.
I asked them to send you more questions.
No, I've got tons of questions.
Last week.
I got enough questions for honestly, 10 weeks.
Oh, okay. Sounds
Seriously,
good. All right, well, thanks for doing our job for us.
Yes.
All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. See you.